Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and it has been a hot minute. I don't think I have uploaded in like maybe 25-30 days. I think the last vlog was when we were in Portugal. We went to Brighton after that, and I said I was gonna do a vlog, and then I ended up not really doing anything at all. We were only there for like 2.5 days, kind of give or take, and there was just like so much to see and so much to do, so I just decided to not pick up the camera and just enjoy the time together in a new place. We loved Brighton. It definitely met our expectations with the cute little shops and all the coffee shops and pastries and cute pubs. So we really enjoyed walking around, and we had great weather. I think the UK just had really nice weather that week, and I think honestly it's continued from what I've seen on YouTube. The weather was just so nice. Still a little bit chilly because you're on the like beach, but it was still really nice to kind of walk around. So we did that, and then we kind of have just come back and got back into the swing of things. So I really haven't picked up my camera. I've just been enjoying kind of a little bit of like a slower work time. It was really busy the first part of the year, so now it's kind of slowing down as we get into summer, which is really nice. So I've just been playing catch up on a lot of things. But I went shopping today, so I figured I would pick up the camera here. I actually have a H&M haul that got delivered today, which I'm gonna do separate from this video, so that kind of inspired me to pick up the camera and start a kind of like weekly vlog here. I went shopping today actually for work, so I had a really nice chill day. I just had to go and get a few things for like events and stuff. So usually I'll buy stuff from like Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, like your false plants, cute little like pots and stuff like that, cute display pieces. I'll go to those shops. So usually I don't actually also spend the time walking around for myself, but I do browse every now and again, and if there is something that I personally would love for our house, then I do end up getting it. So it's kind of like a little bit of a win-win. I'm shopping for work, but I can also shop for personal. So I did happen to pick up a few things. I feel like the last couple times I have gone to Home Goods, I really haven't seen anything. I've been really out of luck the last few months, so I kind of stopped going, but I ended up going to 2 Home Goods today. I actually didn't get, I don't think I got anything from the first one. I could be wrong, but I don't remember getting anything from the first one. But the second one was kind of out of the blue. I actually ended up dropping everything that I picked up at work, and then someone asked me, hey, like next time you go, can you get this? And I was like, you know what? There's one right around the corner. I'm just gonna go now. So I did, and I ended up finding a few things. So let's just quickly run through what I picked up. I actually am gonna start off with the lamps. So we have a guest bedroom, which is kind of like not finished, kind of just taking my time with it, but I desperately needed some lamps in there, and I've been on the hunt for like the perfect height. I don't really want like short stubby ones, I want quite tall ones, and that is what I think I found today, and luckily there was a pair. So I picked up these super cute pink, kind of like, got like the ball detail and then the scalloped. It almost looks like woven. I haven't taken the plastic off yet because I want to take them upstairs and give them a go and make sure that they look okay before I cut them off. But I really love the lampshade, and I just think the color is a really nice dusty rose color. So I actually picked up 2 of these, and they were only $39.99, so really great price for 2. So we'll take those upstairs in a minute and see what they look like. But I just thought the lampshades were really unique. They're actually quite similar to a lamp that I bought a few months ago that I thought I was gonna put in there. I will show you. I actually ended up putting that lamp in the office because it works better in there, but it has also another really beautiful lampshade. So when I saw these, I thought these would look super cute. So I picked those up, which is a great find. Hopefully they work great in the space. I did pick up a pair of headphones. Andrew and I have actually started running, so we've been running outside, and it's already like super hot outside as we live in Florida, so it gets quite hot as we get into the summer months. And I have these like over-the-ear Marshall headphones, and I feel like I overheat because my ears are covered. Sounds really weird, but as soon as I take them off, I feel like I can breathe again. I said I was gonna hunt for like some small clipped over the ear headphones because AirPods just don't work for me. I don't know if my ears are just weird, but if I run with AirPods in, they're just gonna fall out. So I picked up these cheap pair of like over the ear headphones to see if they work. They were only $16.99, so I don't have much faith in them, but I think they might do the job honestly for running. There's a picture of a lady in a gym outfit obviously getting ready to run, so hopefully that is the case and these do work, but I'm gonna give these a go probably this weekend and see how they go. They're only $16.99, so it's not too bad to try. But also when we run together, if I have my over-the-ear headphones, I can't hear him if he says something, and sometimes when we're running together, he'll like say to turn or stop, and I can't hear him. So I'm thinking if I wear these, I should be able to hear outside noise as well. So we'll give those a go. Oh my gosh, I picked up the cutest frames. So I'm trying to like update the pictures around the house. We have like our wedding photo down here by the mirror, and we got married like 8 years ago, so I feel like we just need a little bit of a refresh. They are still like beautiful photos, but I think it'll be fun to kind of put some up-to-date photos. So with that, I've also been picking up some really cute frames. So when we go upstairs, I'll show you 2 that I got the other day from Anthropologie, but I picked these ones up from HomeGoods today, and I thought they were actually super cute together. So the first one is an Annie Avery photo frame, just a 4x6, but it's kind of like that bone, oh my gosh, I can't think of what it's called, but it's like all the stuff that's made in India is like this bone material, and it's pink, red, and white. So then I picked up the same brand, same kind of style in this smaller frame, which is 4x4. I just thought that they looked super cute together. I'm not really sure where in the house I'll put these. Maybe I'll put them behind the couch with some photos in them, but I just thought those are really, really cute. But like I said, I have 2 actually kind of the same setup upstairs, but just different styles. So I'll show you those. And then I picked up a spoon rest. So lately, as I've been like slowly buying things every now and again when I see something that's cute, I have like this jar that I put my matcha in that has like a strawberry on top, and then the sugar jar also has like a strawberry, a bee, like it's kind of like that kind of vibe. So I picked up this spoon rest. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but I thought that it was cute with the strawberries. It has a little ladybug on it, and I thought it just kind of goes with the kind of colorful vibe of the kitchen. So we'll put that out and see what that looks like. And then something I am so excited that I found was this mirror tray. Now I've been waiting for the mirror tray on Anthropologie to go on sale. There's like a small one and then there's a large one, and I can't justify the price for what it is. And every time it goes on sale, but I still don't bring myself to buy it. But I saw this one, and I'll actually link, or I'll just show you a picture here of the one that I'm talking about from Anthropologie. But I found this one today in HomeGoods, and it's pretty much the same kind of vibe, and it was only $24.99. The mirror part is a little bit scratched up, but I wasn't too worried about it because I'm actually gonna put stuff on it, so it's gonna end up getting really kind of scratched up anyways. But I picked up this beautiful mirror tray, and I just love the birds that you're gonna see the camera through the mirror, these birds that are on top. So they had a bunch of different styles, but I thought that this one was super, super cute. And like I said, it was literally $24.99. I want to say the Anthropologie one is like $80 maybe, and it's quite sturdy. It's a really great mirror tray for the price, so I'm super excited about this. I think I'm gonna put it in our closet next to my jewelry box and put all of our perfume and colognes on it, just to kind of give a little bit more space, because currently the tray that they're all on, they're kind of overfilling. So I thought this would be quite cute. And then also with the window, I thought the light would kind of reflect and it would look quite nice. So really, really great find. I'm happy about this one. And then last but not least, I picked up a picture frame, and I'll show you why shortly. All right, sorry, my card said I had insufficient amount of space, so I just had to delete a few things. But last but not least, from HomeGoods, I picked up a picture frame, and I'll show you why in a minute when I get up. But I am kind of, like I said, redoing some of the picture frames and stuff in the house, but we want to put a lot of our travel photos into frames and put them in the office. So I'm kind of on the hunt for like mismatch frames. I don't really want to get like all the same. I kind of want it to look like we've kind of curated it as we go on. So I picked up this beautiful handcrafted in India frame, and I just love the color. I think it'll work quite nicely in the office because the wood is the same color as this. It did have a small chip, but I feel like I can color that in with like one of those wood pens or crayons. But I like that it has depth, so if you see, you can see the glass is quite in from the frame, and I just thought that that was really nice. And you can also do it with or without the border. So I picked this up. They did have 2, and I did contemplate getting the other one as well, but I decided to just get one and kind of do mismatch. This was only $16.99, so I thought it was a really great price. And I'll actually show you some prints because I've been ordering some prints. So I've actually printed out a few of like our traveling photos. I'm not gonna use all of them. I thought that I would just print out a couple and I can kind of put them behind the one that's on show. And then as years go on, we can kind of rotate through or whatever. But yeah, that is what I have picked up from Home Goods. So pretty good finds. I'm gonna start to put everything kind of where it belongs. We'll take these lamps up into the guest room and see what they look like and kind of go from there. Fingers crossed, because I've been hunting for lamps for a couple months now and I feel like it's kind of halting the decorating of that room. Like I still don't have curtains or anything like that. So hopefully these are the start to kind of getting that room finished. All right, before I go upstairs, I thought that I would quickly show you the spoon rest. So this is my old one. Still a really cute spoon rest. I actually got it from Anthropologie, which I was surprised. I thought this was something I got from Home Goods. So I'm actually gonna hold on to this because I feel like this is something that can easily break. So I'm gonna hold on to this one in the drawer. But I picked up this one because I have these cute things that I think work really well. They almost look like they've been bought together. And then I also have my little sugar jar too with a little snail on top. So I just think it's cute little decor. So it kind of all goes together. So let's set that out. Something else that I just want to quickly show you as we're downstairs that I completely forgot about is I ordered my first monthly subscription of flowers from the Bouquets, I think is what it's called. Let me see if I can cover my address. The Bouquets. I'm assuming it's the Bouquets because it's like bouquet but with an S. And they do monthly flower subscriptions. You can kind of pick from like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month. So I picked the monthly subscription. With your first subscription, we also actually got a discount. So these flowers were actually only $48, I think. And I think I got the basic. I want to say, I think I got the basic kind of set. So you can do like basic, more luxurious, and then like your big premium flowers kind of in the middle. So maybe this isn't basic, maybe it's in the middle, I'm not sure. But really beautiful flowers, and their idea is it coming straight from the farm to your doorstep. And every month you can actually pick the flowers that you want to get from like an arrangement of different bouquets, and then you can also upgrade to like a premium bouquet that day or that month if you'd like. But if you don't want to pay for a premium bouquet, there are a ton to choose from that are included in your subscription. So I just thought it was a fun idea. So like I said, I picked the monthly subscription, so hopefully these last a long time. The reason I started doing this is because we always buy flowers from the grocery store. Anytime I go to Publix, I'm buying like tulips or flowers that are kind of looking like this, and they die within like 3 or 4 days, and I'm spending the same amount of money that I am on just getting like a really nice bouquet like this. So I'm really hoping that these do last a month, or at least maybe like 3 weeks, and kind of see how it goes. You can cancel at any time, so that's what I liked about it, is that if this doesn't work, if I feel like the flowers are not lasting how long I want them to last, I can either change the subscription, or I can cancel the subscription, or I can pause it. They arrive in this box and they're actually already arranged for you, so you can literally slice open the plastic and the rubber band, cut off the ends like you're supposed to. I feel like a lot of times we do just skip that, but you are supposed to cut off the ends like an inch, kind of like diagonal. But they're kind of already arranged, so if you can keep them in that arrangement and just drop them right into your vase, I think that that's a really awesome option. But yeah, I was excited about that, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated, but like I said, if it doesn't work, then I will just cancel it and maybe try something local. The hard thing is that I searched for a local florist. There used to be one right around the corner, and they were so expensive, and they actually went out of business, probably because they were so expensive. I think Andrew got a bouquet literally just like this one, and it cost him like $80 or $90. So it was really beautiful, but very, very expensive. So I haven't really seen another florist in the area that does some sort of subscription. Someone did post something about 2 days ago on Facebook about a florist, so maybe I'll search them and see if that's something that they do, because if you could do it local, obviously it would be better. But I do think this is kind of fun if you like having flowers in your house and on your kitchen counter or on your table. Cooper, come here. He's sniffing around all the stuff that I've left on the floor. Then it's a nice little touch and something to enjoy, looking forward to every month. Let's quickly show you the photos that I've been getting printed. So I actually have a few more still on their way, but these are like the bigger ones. So like I said, I've gotten a few, and I'm not gonna put them all up. I'm gonna just kind of like stack them behind each other and rotate. And I also wasn't sure what would work, what wouldn't work. But first off, we have the beautiful beach photo that I took when I went to Portugal last March maybe, I think it was. I just think the orange kind of rock is quite cool, and I thought that looked quite nice in a frame. We also have a few from our trip to the Maldives. Actually, I have another Portugal one here, so this one is from Sintra in Portugal. Again, I just thought it was really cool with the colorful buildings, with the mountain in the background, and then also the castle actually up in the top. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but you can kind of see the castle. So I thought one of those would look quite nice. And I have two from the Maldives. So the first one is this palm tree photo, which is actually probably one of my favorite photos that I've taken. It kind of looks like something that would be on a postcard, and this is when we went to the private island excursion. So they literally boat you over to like another island that's like 45 minutes from the resort, and then you're literally left there for like 4 or 5 hours. So we kind of ventured around and got this really nice photo of all the palm trees. I just really like the shade of the shadow of the palm tree. And then this one as well, which I'm not sure, I really like it. I wonder if I could cut it to a smaller size. But this is of the resort. So this is like the restaurants and everything, kind of the main area. Then these are all the villas. So again, just a really nice, beautiful print with all the blue water and the blue sky. Then we got some bigger prints. These are a bit harder to show you. Let me move these. I forgot that we went to Iceland back in 2019, I think, and we got some really cool photos. So this is a nice sunrise photo of a mountain. I can't remember what this mountain is called, so I'll write it down below if I remember. But it's a famous mountain from Game of Thrones. So
I saw on the fire a mountain like an arrowhead.
They actually filmed Game of Thrones here, and our Airbnb was literally right around the corner from this, in the middle of literally nowhere. It was so cool. And we woke up early with a couple other people who were like professional photographers, and took this photo. And I'm pretty sure I just used my iPhone in the moment, but I thought it was quite nice with the sunrise. Another one from Iceland. I think most of these are from Iceland, honestly. This is either a sunrise or sunset. I want to say it was probably the same day from a different angle. But again, really pretty with the water, with the reflection of the sky in the water. I thought that would look quite nice in a frame. Oh, we have one here from the Maldives. Again, I think this would be a cool postcard with the hammocks that are in the water. Just thought that that was quite cool. If you look really closely, there's actually a couple footprints on the sand too, which I thought was quite nice. So I think this would look really nice in a big white frame. Two more from Iceland. Now I swear that these are not black and white photos. Andrew thinks that they are, but they're not. It was just such a cloudy day, and we were surrounded by mountains with snow that it looks like it's a black and white photo. But if you look closely, I don't even think the camera's gonna pick it up. Over here is actually green, but just a really cool black and white-ish photo. This is from Iceland. We went on a trek to these two volcanoes that are apparently inactive or haven't been active in a really long time, but they also are between ice caves. So we're able to go in this cave that is literally made out of ice. But it was a massive drive like into the middle of nowhere, and then we had to trek with like these clamps on our shoes through the snow, but a really cool experience. So that is from this, and I want to say I just took this out of the car window. And then another one which is super black and white, which again I swear was not black and white. I swear it's just because of like the weather that day, but another really cool photo. So this is actually the ice cave that I was talking about. This is hard to hold because it's so big, but that is the ice cave that you can kind of see people walking out of. So that is what we trekked through, and that is between two volcanoes. I want to say that they're active, but they just haven't done anything. Maybe that's inactive, I have no idea. But really cool experience. And then the last one, I think I have more that got delivered today, but they're probably in our mailbox, is a beautiful chateau from when we went to Paris. We did a few like day tours out to chateaus, and I just thought this is a really beautiful photo of this chateau. I honestly can't remember which one it is because we went to so many, but just a really beautiful summer day with the chateau in the background and all of the garden. So I thought that would look really nice in a photo frame. So lots to pick from. I did go kind of big with the size. I feel like maybe I could have done smaller. It's so hard to tell what to do size-wise because I want big, I want small. I kind of want it to be like a little bit all over the place. I'm also thinking about putting photo like ledges in our hallway upstairs. So we could continue to use some of these out there as well. Or I could just get them reprinted and go a little bit smaller. I'm not sure, but we're just gonna figure it out as we go. I need to do something with them because they're literally just sitting here on our dining room table. All right, let's finally go upstairs and try these lampshades. All right, it's a bit of a mess in here and there also is not a lot of light because the sun is on the other side of the house, but I'm gonna quickly set these up. You're gonna have to ignore what's on the bed. It's like coats and stuff from when we traveled that we have not put away yet. But I think we have a winner. Let's see, I can plug this one in. Oh, super cute. Oh, you can't really see. Can you see? Oh, that is so cute. I'm obsessed. All right, I think we have a winner. I think those are so cute. Those are perfect. They literally match this room perfectly. Let me get you a close-up. So I haven't taken off the plastic, but I'm going to because I definitely am going to keep these. But you can just see this super cute shape, and then you have the dusty rose kind of balls all the way down, and it's actually wood, which is really nice. So I feel like, you know, in the future, if I use these in a different room or something like that, I could actually paint them and it would still look really, really nice with the lampshade. But I think they work in the space perfectly. The height is exactly what I thought I wanted in here because I had these actually that are really old in here for the time being when people were staying, and they're so short and stubby that they just were not working with the height of the pillows and the headboard height. So these are perfect. You can still use the side table without knocking the lamp or the lamp being in the way. I love them. I'm obsessed. I can't believe I found these. Let's cut off the plastic. The next space, and I actually didn't realize I also didn't show you this. So in Brighton we went to a cute like vintage photo booth and got a bunch of these done. I'll actually show you a few more, and I picked up this cute gold frame I think in my last vlog before we left, and I've actually left the background in it and then just stuck the photo in front of it, and I thought it looked quite cute here. And then also once I add this into it, so this is the tray that we've been using for all of our perfumes, but as you can see we actually also have a row back there, so I thought this would look quite nice there with everything, with all the perfumes. So let me set you up and we'll see what it looks like. Andrew definitely has more perfume than I do. I have a few bottles that I'm like making my way through, like the last drops. All right, I think that's exactly how I thought it was gonna look. I think I might put the frame on this side, kind of switch around. That way the two gold pieces are kind of like identical versus on, or sorry, diagonal versus on one side. And then there's plenty of space for more perfumes. Like I said, I have these two that I'm kind of working through. And then these four are actually the Jo Malone colognes that we actually both use. Andrew doesn't so much use this blackberry and bay one because it's a bit more floral, but I do use these more intense smells. They are so good. So when we bought them, we actually bought them with the idea of us both using them and also kind of layering them up as well. And then he has his four. There's a few that we don't really use. I'm actually going to just put away as like spares, as we don't really go for those ones. I think this looks really cute. All right, while I'm up here, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in terms of like all the picture frames and everything. So in our office, we have this big blank wall. We have our bookcases over here, which we're kind of working on. This is kind of how they're set up right now. I actually picked up this cute little golden doodle picture holder, and that's another photo from the photo booth in Brighton. I picked this up the other day with those frames that I need to show you from Anthropologie, but it actually matches the lamp that we have downstairs. That's also a golden doodle. But anyways, this is the setup for our books, and then we have the desk over here. I actually have a brand new iMac, which I haven't shown you. I actually got the green one, which is super, super cute. Can't really see it, which kind of sucks, but the green color is super nice, and the mouse and everything is actually also green, including the kind of charging wire, which was quite cool. So I'm very happy with that. I got green because I thought it would look quite nice with the chair and the accessories. But over here is where we're kind of planning on putting a lot of art pieces. I put this up the other day. This is a photo that we got from Amsterdam on our first big international trip together for our honeymoon. This is actually an elephant that his mom got us from Africa. And this actually fell off during our move to this house 5 years ago, and I actually finally glued it back on, and I thought that it looked quite cute here. This is the other lamp that I was talking about that I had originally purchased from Target to see what it would look like in the guest room, but I ended up putting it in here. Can't really see because of the sun coming through the window, but it's the same kind of style of lampshade, so that's why when I picked up those two, I thought definitely for sure that would look really nice in that room. I think the green just didn't work in there. It definitely needed something more pink, but this looks cute in here and kind of matches with the green kind of accessory vibe. But the idea is to put a few more pieces kind of all over this wall so we can have some of the artwork that I've printed. We have like our, I'll show you downstairs from the Maldives, we have like our initials that were on our bikes. They let us take those home, so I'm actually gonna put those in a shadow box and put them on here, and a few other things. And then over here we have some magnets from when we've traveled. I just picked up this metal sheet from Lowe's, and then we just screwed it into the wall, and now we've attached all of our magnets. This lamp and this table I actually got when we came back from our most recent trip. I picked these up from Wayfair as they were on sale. This is kind of like my little reading nooks. A lot of times I'll come here in the evening and read, so it's nice to have a little table. This space wasn't too big, so I just picked up a little drinks table and then a light. The only bad thing about this light is it doesn't have an underneath cover, so if you're sitting here it is quite bright. So I might get a light bulb that's like dimmable so I can adjust the brightness, as it's quite bright at nighttime. It kind of shines into your eyes, but other than that I think it looks quite cute. Cooper's been hanging out up here, so we have the blankets. The only thing that's really missing from this space, I'm sorry, now it's turned into an like office walkthrough. The only thing that's missing at the moment is a big rug. I'm still on the hunt for a rug. I'm kind of torn back and forth with like what to do. I think what I want to do first is get a lot of the artwork on the walls and then kind of feel out if I want a pattern rug or a solid rug. I'm not really sure. I don't want it to kind of like compete. First things first is to get stuff on the walls, but the other wall that I was looking at doing is this hallway wall. So we actually have nothing in this hallway. This hallway was one of the first places that I actually painted when we moved in here almost 5 years ago. And then obviously last year we got the carpet ripped out and put in the wood flooring, but it's not wood flooring, it's like the engineered. And I've been toying about what to put in this space. At the moment, there's a bunch of junk here, but at the moment we have this little table with a mirror and some plants. This table is actually from when we lived in an apartment. It was like our entryway table. Now it's just a table where junk hangs out. But I've been toying about what to put in this space, and I think I am kind of leaning towards doing the photo ledges. So that's like the really thin ledges where you could do like one or you could do two, and then having the frames kind of leaning against the wall and just having like a bunch of them. That way it can kind of be mismatched from trips or friends or occasions or anything like that kind of on this wall. And then I honestly was just thinking about putting a plant there or a light there, like just something simple on that wall. Honestly, not too sure. I keep going back and forth, so I don't know. I have no idea. I am gonna just pack all of this away now. I think it's almost 7 o'clock. I think Cooper is probably gonna want his dinner and go for a walk. Sorry, I was walking downstairs, probably had my face completely cut off. But I will catch up with you guys tomorrow and see what else we have get up to. the next day. I've just been sitting here in the office doing a little bit of work, and I remembered that I didn't show you the 2 photo frames that I picked up from Anthropologie. Also, behind me, we managed to put up this frame yesterday. Andrew was able to hold it up so I could see kind of where we want to put it, and then we just nailed it up. Might move as we add things. The idea is to put these 2 little things that I mentioned yesterday. These were little initial kind of plaques that were on our bikes when we were in the Maldives, and I just cut off the rope because it was quite long, and I'm gonna put them in like a shadow box. That way they're kind of framed on the wall, just because I think it's a cute little keepsake from that trip. And the idea is to put them below that framed photo. Box arrives tomorrow, so hopefully that works and it can be framed quite nicely, and I can pop that right there. But as we add things, like I said, I think things might move around, but so far I think it's looking pretty cute. The wood frame matches this furniture perfectly, so I think it looks really cute. I'm kind of regretting not buying the second one as well, but I also don't want it to be super like matchy-matchy. I don't know. If it's there next time I go, maybe I'll pick it up, but if not, then it wasn't meant to be. But I did grab these 2 frames a few weeks ago from Anthropologie. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put them yet. I think I might put them in our bedroom. The first one is this round frame. It's just got floral details, and it says "I love you" on the top, and it fits a 4x4 photo. So I think what I'm gonna do is find like a 5x7 or 4x6 and kind of cut it to shape. And then the other one I picked up was this pink frame. Kind of honestly would look quite nice with the lampshades in the guest room. But same thing, not sure what I'm gonna put in this yet. I really like the background, so I did think about putting a smaller, I wanna say this is 5x7. It doesn't say. I think it was 5x7, so I could put like a 4x6 or something smaller and have the floral as like a border. I did also remember that I had an ASOS package. Let me just take this off so you don't see my address. But that's been sitting on our dining room table for like what feels like a week at this point. I was holding off opening it because I wanted to open it with you, but then I never started a video, so we're gonna dive into it now. I honestly don't really remember what I ordered, so this is gonna be kind of fun. Oh, I do remember what I ordered. I didn't order that much. Let's see. All right, let's start with the shoes. I always am like, it's hit or miss with shoes. I actually just unboxed all my H&M stuff for the haul that I'm gonna do later today. And I got a pair of shoes on there, and I just hate buying shoes from H&M because they never fit right or look right, and they are just awful. Just a really nice color, but just like terrible, durable shoes. And I bought them in my size, and they're like 2 sizes too big. I'm always skeptical about buying shoes on these sort of websites, but I did order these, which hopefully are gonna be cute. And they are just, can I get this packaging off? I got scissors. Just these cute pair of white flats. I honestly don't really have anything that's too pointy, but I just thought that it was a really nice summer shoe. I saw someone actually buy these in like the heel version. I want to say they were like kitten heel. I really liked the flat version. I thought these would look nice with a pair of jeans or even like linen pants. Maybe I'll show them with an outfit. Let me just make sure they fit. Oh, they're cute. They're super pointy. I'm not used to wearing like super pointy shoes. Just a really nice summer shoe. So those actually fit, so I'm excited. I'll style those up and show you those later. So I feel like that was a good purchase. They have them in a bunch of different colors, but I just thought white would look nice, as I don't have a lot of white shoes, and the white shoes that I do have are heeled. So it'd be nice to kind of have a flat version. And then I picked these up because they were really cute. I'm not sure if they're gonna look right. It's just a red pair of like Mary Janes. I have a lot of shoe, like flat shoes in the Mary Jane style, but I don't have red, but they are quite a nice shoe. I wear my Mary Janes all the time, so those are exciting. I'll show you those styled up as well. I don't know why I'm doing it here on my desk because I'm just dumping everything on the floor, but hey ho. And then I think this is a pair of jeans. Yeah. Are these Topshop? No, this is Stradivarius? I don't know. I definitely have had a pair of their jeans before and I really liked them, so I wanted to give them another go. I just got like the medium wash jeans, so maybe I'll try these on later. They're cropped flare, high-waisted. And then this is the brand. So maybe I'll try these on later and see if they fit, and I'll style them up with the shoes as well. Then I grabbed this really cute green linen shirt from Pull&Bear. I actually didn't know that ASOS does Pull&Bear. It's a really nice brand that I actually have a few things from that I get when I end up going to Portugal. I always end up getting something in this store. I don't think they have any stores here in the US, but I just came across them in ASOS, so I just went on there and explored. But just a really nice green linen shirt. I wear a lot of linen shirts actually to work, and then I also wear them a lot just to kind of throw on with a pair of shorts or even with a gym outfit just from when I'm going out. So I thought this was a really nice color green, so I'll try that on as well later today. That is everything that I picked up from ASOS. We got Jack in the corner sleeping. Cooper is actually at daycare today. We try to send him like once a week or once every now and again just to kind of have fun and socialize with other dogs. So he is there, so it's a little bit quiet around the house. I am gonna go downstairs and make some lunch, and then I think I might make something kind of Easter related. Like I said yesterday, I had mini eggs, and I thought about, let me see if I can pull up the recipe. So I'm thinking about making something like this. I've actually been eating the mini eggs this week. So not sure how many are left, but I feel like I need to just make these really quick, or else I'm just gonna keep eating the mini eggs. So maybe we'll do that today as well. And then I'm also gonna film a separate video for the H&M haul and get that out and running as well, because it's the spring summer collection. I have pulled out the ingredients to make the little mini egg bird's nest, and I do not have enough mini eggs, so I'm actually gonna run to the store because I actually need to get a few other things as well. This is literally all that I have, and a lot of them are in halves, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna go get a fresh bag because I want to be able to put like 3 mini eggs on each of the nests. I've pulled out my baking tray, and I also found some old cupcake liners that I'm gonna use. And I actually used all 4 colors just because it's Easter, so I felt like it was fun. So I got 3 green, 3 pink, 3 orange, and 3 red. I'm gonna start off by making 12, but I feel like I might, especially if I'm buying a new bag of mini eggs, I feel like I might have enough to make a little bit more. I have a lot of this salted dark chocolate, which I'm thinking of using just because I have 3 packs of that. So I feel like that's enough to get through. And then I forgot that I got a giant box of cornflakes. I feel like you can use any kind of cereal, but I just picked up this one. So we'll see how it goes. I am back from the store with a giant bag of mini eggs. They did have the smaller version, but like everything was clearing out because obviously Easter is this weekend. So I just bought the giant container. So I'm definitely gonna have some left over. I've just put all of my dark chocolate into a bowl. I'm gonna try to melt it in the microwave. Excuse me, because last time I put it on the stove and melted it, and I felt like it got too hot too quickly even though it was on low. So I'm gonna just try to microwave it and see if that does it. I would prefer to have like a milkier chocolate versus the dark chocolate, but I had these 3 bars, so I just wanted to get some use out of them. I do have one more Lindt chocolate bar that I can use if this is not enough, but I'm hoping that this is enough. I'm hoping this is enough. So I'm gonna put them into the microwave.